Hello everyone and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. Today we are at Burning Blue Designs Fowlmere Aerodrome. It's in Cambridgeshire if I'm not mistaken, and it's located a couple of miles west of Duxford, which is where a large chunk of... Hang on, I need to increase the camera speed a bit. This is redonkulous. Let's give it that much. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, this is a freeway airport from, as I said, Burning Blue Design, and I must say, this is, while incredibly small, this is an absolute little cracker of an airport. If you can find it over on Orbex Central or on Burning Blue's own website, and we are taking a flight over to Cranfield Aerodrome near Milton Keynes. Here is the runway. It's a little grass one. So yeah, I've taken out something a little special. This is the Gottfried's PZL Wilga, and a little Polish plane often used for glider towing. And I have taken out the chunky bush tired version. There's also one with normal tires, and there's also one with, oh, I can't remember what it was, with floats. That was it. And yeah, I picked up this little gem from the Gottfried's website for about 60% off. So this little beggar costs about $25 US full price. So it's a bit nuts that I was able to get this little gem for 60% off. It's a bit crazy. And yeah, look, unloadable cargo. So it looks, so you can have a night around the campfire with your buddies. So yeah, let's hop into the cockpit. As you can see, there's quite a few people on right now, and the reason I'm in Flight Sim 20 and not Flight Sim 24 is because, well, Flight Sim 24 doesn't really work on my computer yet. I'm waiting for it to get a few more sim updates. And this plane and this scenery is fully compatible with Flight Sim 24. So let's there we go. I'll stow you. So yeah, this has the usual Gottfried's attention to detail. It is frankly nuts that we can get a plane of this quality for as little as like $10 anyway. So we are running the modern version of the Wilga, so it has a Garmin avionics panel installed, and it's also got English avionics. If you really want to drive yourself nuts, you can. There is a version with a Polish cockpit and with analog gauges, but if you don't speak Polish as your first or second languages, I wouldn't recommend it. Anyway, so where's the battery switch? I haven't really taken this plane out for a spin yet, because, quite frankly, I got really burned out on flight simming in general, and just because of the whole Flight Sim 2024 launch debacle. I mean, I have made a couple of Flight Sim videos, but not really enough to warrant... Yeah. Okay, so I can equip a GTN 750XI, so if I equip that... Okay, so I can actually swap out the avionics. Nice. Also, am I using live weather? I'm using real time, and live weather is June 14th at 18:49. And yeah, so I think I'll have the XI installed. Don't really use it, but I'll just do that, I suppose. Turn bank indicator. Got a wiper switch, but yeah. Anti-collision light, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Battery, that's it. So we are getting some amperage in there. Alternator we don't need yet. Spark shower. Oh, starter. Huh. Oil pressure, fuel pressure on, oil air temperature on, pitot heat we don't. Oh, pitot heat actually affects the amperage we have available. That's nice. I like that. Cockpit light, ceiling light, instrument lights, and nav lights can come on. Yeah, it's a very simple aircraft, I must say. Press B to calibrate the barometers. What do you want? Garmin navigation. Oh. What? Okay, that's interesting. I don't know why that turned up. Landing light. So are there any other fuel switch pump on? Stall warning. Yeah, we probably want that. Anti-collision lights. Probably want on. Landing light can come on. Just to confirm that the aircraft is oil cooler shutters. Let's put the mixture to rich, since we aren't exactly high up. This is the UK we are in, after all. Ground contact lights. Oh, okay. I don't know what those do. Gust lock. Take that off. Cowl cooling shutters would probably open those. There we go. That's for this tow rope release thing. That's for a glider, if I'm not mistaken. You can use this thing as a tow plane if you want to. That's what the Wilga is really designed for in real life, is a glider tow plane, which is a bit niche, you have to admit. But yeah, like these little beggars are used in the UK. There are a few of them knocking about. They are pretty old. They're from the communism era. You've got a generator warning light. Is there anything else? Okay, we need to put the throttles a tad forward. Also, bear in mind, I am on an Xbox controller. I'm not on my joystick because I'm currently in the UK. So if you see any, shall we say, sus flying, that's just because I don't have my controller, I mean my joystick, to deal with. I seem to remember there was an avionics switch, like a dedicated avionics master switch in this machine, and I don't remember where it is. Can I turn you on? Do you have a switch? Never mind, I'm removing the XI. Where's the normal one? Don't think I can turn it on just yet. Maybe I need engine power. Let's put the magnetos to there. Let's check the tanks. Off. So we could either select left or right tanks. I think I'll feed off the left tanks for now. We also have an engine primer, and it actually tells us how primed the engine is. So I will... Oh, just needed one pull in order to prime it. Right. Okay, parking brakes are confirmed on. 3, 2, 1, engine starter engage. Thought that... Okay, what have I missed? I've missed something, haven't I? You're probably screaming at your screen telling me, it's right there! But... But you're probably technically watching this in my future, so... Oh, I forgot to hit the starter switch up here. That's probably why. Is it? Oh no. Oh, that was probably... haven't hit... Forgot to hit all these switches. I've run out of power. Oh. Ah, there's a double switch. Oh. I do have power. I think. Okay, so I think I do have power. Maybe I've done something stupid, haven't I? The avionics are turning on though, but that's always a plus. Oh, someone just flew over my head on Volanta. Oh, it's a B-17. Okay, fair play. And wonder if they're in Microsoft multiplayer. Who knows? If they're in a B-17, would that be the upcoming B-17 add-on? I forget the developer. Someone is making a B-17 add-on for Flight Sim, and I just don't remember who it is. Let me start you. I've forgotten something, haven't I? I've forgotten something so vital that the engines are even starting. Can I click these glasses? No, I can't. Flight director. Okay. Pitot heat? No, that can't be it, right? Overvolt protection. Off. Maybe that's it. Generator protection. But I've got Edge of Realism on. If I don't have these two on, it would probably blow the plane up. What am I... What? I'm confused right now, man. Maybe I don't have enough voltage to start the engine? We're getting a generator warning light, so... what would be causing that? I'm just hitting Control E. There we go. That took far too long. Is there... let's have a look. So the overvolts are working. Spark showers on. Probably like a tiny little switch I missed. Yeah, oil cooler shutters are open. Maybe it's because I had engine realism on. Maybe I did something like properly stupid. Let me know down in the comments. What did I do wrong? Because I thought I did everything in order to start this plane correctly. Oh, we do have some cargo in the back, including a guitar. All right, let's go. So. It looks as though we have, for the runway, it looks as though we have a crosswind. But, yeah, I think I know which runway. I think we're going to be taking off from runway 07 today. Bear in mind, I am doing this on a controller. The tail dragger with the controller is quite annoying. I did forget to put the flaps down, but there we go. Wait a minute, what are you? Oh, that's the flaps lever. So if I put the flaps up, oh, okay. Yeah, it's a bit difficult to control a plane on a controller, I must say. And I love the little squeaks this thing makes. Like, it makes little squeaks and groans. And I love that. I love the sound she makes, too. Absolute beauty. So yeah, we're heading down the long taxiway to the runway. So yeah, we're going to have to turn left to go all the way down there, and then take off. For some reason, the avionics don't seem to want to turn on. see, multiplayer is a tad congested right now. Oh my goodness, there's planes all over this place. Alright, left-hand turn, I think. Yeah, toward runway 25 actually, no, it's not 07, it's 25. There's the confines of the runway, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, I went too far. It's hard to figure out where not glass runways, grass runways. Why did I say glass runways? That's so funny, man. Yeah, this is a very neat little product, I must say. Like, well, fair play, got friends. You did an absolute superb job on this machine. I will have to contend with a crosswind. Oh yeah, there's the B-17. It looks as though he's flying over Duxford. Alright, easy does it. So we're reaching the end of the runway. Alright. Let's... Easy. Ugh. I think does not have the best turning circle, I must say. Come on, buddy. Let's get you moved, buddy. Yeah, because I don't have to use the entire runway because this is a bush. This is very properly a bushwhacking aircraft. Frankly, this runway's far too long for what's needed. All right, let's line her up and cram on the brakes. I think we are. I think we're clear for takeoff. For some reason, the avionics don't want to turn themselves on. Oh. Oh, okay, so that's how you switch it between the two. Never mind. Okay, okay, never mind. Everything's on. Okay, I'm still learning, chat. I'm still learning. So yeah, I think we are clear. We could use half flaps for this. Alright. Full power in 3, 2, 1. Alright, I gotta be careful. Let's maintain a slight pressure on the back stick. Whoa! Goodness. And I'm already off the ground. Goodness. Flaps up. My goodness, this thing is quick, man. So yeah, I have to do a slight right-hand turn. Oh my goodness, jeez, this thing is monumentally powerful. I'm already overspeeding. Is this thing having like it? Nope. Oh goodness, I think I. Okay, yeah, doing this on the controller is actually a pretty annoying. Easy. I need to maintain like a. Whoa, okay, I need to reduce power quite a bit in order to get to the cruise. Yeah, we're already in cruise. What's our altitude? 500 feet. Let's continue to climb up to like 1,000 feet. I think we need to make a slight left turn in order to come back on course for wherever we're going, which I can't remember the name of. Hang on. Cranfield, that was it. This thing purrs like a kitten, I must say. Like, listen to that engine. This thing is beautiful. Got Friends did it. I highly recommend this. Yeah, we're basically on a direct course. Yeah, let's cruise along. one thing I do hope, and one thing I didn't check embarrassingly, is, do I have enough fuel? I think I do. I don't want to do an Air Force Proud 95. That's for sure. So yeah, I will see you over at when we're just about to begin the descent into Cranfield. Flying over Old Warden Aerodrome. Being here in real life 2 years ago, and I absolutely love it. I haven't got the burning blue design scenery for it, but I'm glad to see it. I didn't even realize I'd be flying over it today. Alright, so we are about 5 minutes out from Cranfield, and yeah, uneventful flight after Old Warden. Yeah, that's not where that C-152 is. That is not our airport, I think. Yeah, we will have to start configuring for the approach soon. I left my landing lights on the whole time. As I suppose I should. I'm under 10,000 feet the whole time. I was under 10,000 feet the whole time. We're just south, up to the north over there is the town of Bedford. Sorry if my movements appear a bit abrupt, but it's because I'm on the controller. What can you do? Alright, I think I see the runway, and I think that C-152 is actually there. Never mind. Alright. I will, because this is a tail dragger, I will have to be very, very careful on the old brakes. Alright, easy does it. That's the runway there. Let's start. Bring the throttle back a bit. Alright, let's reduce the throttle quite a bit and get the first notch of flaps going. Or maybe I'm a bit too early, who knows. First notch of flaps. There we go. Yeah, there's the runway. Yep, increase. Throttle increased. Yeah, I see the approach lights, I think. But yeah, I think I see it. I am going to have to be very careful. My goodness. This thing can fly. I think I have to put the flaps up, otherwise I'm just not going to... I'm just going to take forever to reach the runway. Yeah, there it is. There's the runway, I think. Yeah, I will have to be... Yeah, this thing is so good at short takeoff and landing operations that it can basically hang in midair almost. I will have to be very careful on the landing because it's a tail dragger, and I don't want to hit my nose. But by far the worst tail dragger that I've flown is the Spitfire. I know, right? Who would have thought the Spitfire? But yeah, precisely. There we go. Oh my goodness. Yeah, look how low we are. That's nuts. Alright. Yeah. Look at... My goodness, I didn't realize how low we got. Easy does it. Easy. Easy. Come on. Stop messing with me. Oh my goodness. Let's get the second notch of flaps down. We're in the final approach. Goodness gracious, this thing just wants to climb, doesn't it? Yeah. Ah! Doing this on a controller is so annoying, man. Because I'm having to do it via joystick and not via the very limited controller joysticks, rather than the... Yeah, okay. If people saw me fly like this in real life, they'd call the police to report me being drunk. Yeah, but I can't do anything about it because it's a dang controller, and I can't do anything. But I don't have my joystick with me for another month or so. Oh my goodness. Get the nose down, man. There's the touchdown zone. My goodness. Ah! Crap, stall! Yeah, that was a bit of a hard landing. Sorry about that. And I didn't mean to reduce the throttle that much. It's so finicky on the controller. Easy. At least we landed and slowed down. My goodness, that was so finicky on a controller. Like, I cannot overstate how crazy this thing is to land on a controller. Need to go find a parking spot. At Fowlmere, we didn't have much of a taxi, but Cranfield's a bigger airport, so... Yeah, by the way, I haven't got any custom scenery installed for this airport. This is by far the default scenery. Oh, there's an F-18 over there. There he goes. Let's see if I can find a parking spot. This spot looks nice. Go in here. Goodness gracious. That's too quick. Alternator off. Heater heat. Instrument lights. Let's, and I'll pull the mixture. Oh, I left the starter cover open the entire time. That's pretty funny. Let's put the throttle all the way back. There we go. Pitch trim all the way back. Shut these cooling shutters. There we go. Oh, there's a fire extinguisher in the plane. I didn't notice that before. Let's... All of you can come off. There we go. And battery off. So we could go over to the clipboard. Let's hammock, lantern, cargo, pitot cover. So, oh my goodness, why is the camera at that angle? Goodness gracious. So yeah, that'll be all for this video, everyone. Bit of a shorter one, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye, and thank you so much for watching.